He's doing about 70.
Del City, Oklahoma.
This guy's got me doing circles all over the place.
A man in a Mustang charges out of a neighborhood and cuts through a grassy field. Passing a semi, he nearly runs head-on into a red pickup. The driver spots an on-ramp and takes this breakneck chase to the busy freeway.
This is I-240, and he's going to get on the highway here.
He accelerates to 110 miles an hour. Ramming him at high speed will be risky, but officers have to take that chance.
Oh, just spun him out. The highway patrol just spun him out. As you can see, he's spinning there.
He's propelled down the road like a pinball, but still won't stop. Another try. And it's over.
That's some good driving.
The tenacious cops finally take him out with extreme force. A dozen squad cars surround the suspect.
Go, go, go!
The 25-year-old menace is taken to the police station, where he'll have a lot of explaining to do. Chickasaw County, Mississippi. Two teenagers wanted in a methamphetamine case speed south at 100 miles an hour.
They was running as fast as their car would go, from lane to lane, around cars. If their car would run 500 miles an hour, they'd run 500 miles an hour in that car.
Suddenly, the meth-mad teens go head-on with a pickup. A close brush with death. Too close. The deputy has seen enough.
I called the dispatch and advised them that I was going to have to stop the pursuit. If they're not, they're going to kill somebody.
Up ahead, deputies are about to lay down spikes. The driver spots them. He whips the wheel. And then, disaster. Watch closely. The speeding car nearly smashes into a deputy on the side of the road.
Their escape route was minimal.
In the radical wreck, the vehicle flips 9 times. Harmon fears the worst.
I expected to find 2 dead people.
Amazingly, the drug-crazed rebels are still alive. The teenagers are taken into custody. There's enough evidence to send the driver to prison for 15 years. Speed kills. But fortunately, these Mississippi meth heads are off the road for good. Anaheim, California.
Doing 100 miles an hour? Guy's really hauling now.
A man behind the wheel of a stolen SUV leads officers on a high-octane chase.
He's gonna run out of freeway. Look at him, he's just threading the needle in and out of traffic. Unbelievable.
The driver is fast, unpredictable, and nearly impossible to catch.
This is outrageous.
He speeds through a crosswalk with no regard for helpless pedestrians.
People trying to get out of the way.
Cops are forced to take drastic action.
Here we go, pit maneuver. Let's see if that brings this to an end. And it doesn't.
Another cop races in for a second hit.
They try and hit him again. They miss again.
But up ahead, an unexpected roadblock.
You've got a train here blocking his way.
The driver slams the brakes and makes a rubber-shredding right turn. Then he tries to shake the cops by doubling back.
And it looks like he's going to go across the median here again.
Unfortunately, the smash-up isn't enough to keep the man from making a fast break.
And he's out, and he's going to make a run for it.
But his footwork isn't as slick as his driving.
Looks like his pants are falling down there just a little bit.
He darts into a parking lot, where Sergeant Chris Rusin cuts him off with a crushing takedown.
My first instinct was to push him down, but just prior to me contacting him, he spun on me and took a fighting stance. So I just lunged underneath his arms and threw him to the ground.
This Hellraiser's next ride will be in the back of a squad car.
He's running on foot.
Fort Bend, Texas. Robbery suspect Joseph Flores ditched his car after a high-speed chase, but the law caught up with him.
Okay, I got him.
Flores was arrested and spent 11 months behind bars. Now, a year later, just 1 month after his release, he's on the run again. This time, Flores and his girlfriend shot 2 people during a robbery, including a cop.
The sergeant came on and said, shots fired, and he had been hit.
Deputy Mike Waller joins in the furious pursuit. But the fleeing pickup soon leaves officers in the Texas dust.
This guy was hell-bent on getting away.
Officers split up in search of their prey. Suddenly, Waller spots the renegades pushing it to 70 down a side street. A potential death sentence for neighborhood children.
I passed a kid on his bicycle on a sidewalk, and that was a reality check. It was kind of like, hey, remember where we are.
Without warning, the chase takes a deadly turn. The girlfriend fires on Waller.
She actually reached out the passenger window and aimed and fired 3 or 4 rounds. They were obviously, would-be cop killers.
Waller acts fast. With one hand on the wheel, he grabs an assault rifle from under his dash and fires.
I think fired 12 rounds through the cab of the truck. And then they really took off.
Flores has only one chance to escape, the open highway.
We were headed towards the freeway. Some just told me that that's where he was going to try to go.
Waller is determined not to let it get that far.
If I took out a tire, he was not going to be able to maintain control of the vehicle.
Waller unloads another round of lethal force. 8 bullets tear into the truck's tires, but still, the suspects thunder onto the highway.
I knew this guy wasn't going to last long. We continued southbound. I saw the tire starting to come apart. We started to come up into some traffic, and he started fishtailing. He lost it and came around one vehicle totally, from the rear all the way around the front. And there was a black pickup truck that was traveling southbound also, that when he fishtailed around, he hit that truck, spun that black truck out, and he continued on and hit the wall.
Incredibly, Flores bails out, taking a blind leap over the wall, 20 feet straight down. But Waller's first concern is the trigger-happy girlfriend.
I told her, don't even think about it, because that'd be the last thing she did.
Only now can police turn their attention back to Flores.
We had a visual on him, from the minute he exited the vehicle.
History repeats itself, and Flores is once again apprehended. Two would-be cop killers turned Texas streets into a war zone. But thanks to one determined deputy, their reign of terror has hit a dead end.